The premise is the Earth is a ball.
This is terrible.
The premise is the Earth is a ball. We look into how it's a ball, and there's nothing conclusive about it. So you have to take it on faith that it is, and then you can build up.
We're gonna do faith again. Oh fuck! Yo, sign me up for fucking Christian class once again. Fuck that.
No, the globe is the faith, bro. That's what you're not getting.
Yeah.
No.
You have to take it on face value that it is a ball, right? By those who say, "Oh, look at this observation or this measurement of this type, and it must mean that we're on a ball." But upon investigation, those are not conclusive. Those are not conclusive.
Nothing is. I guess this guy's gonna hate me again. Same thing going back to my fucking parents. It's the same thing. I cannot believe the same thing they did, but they believe in it so heartily.
I'm not talking about your parents, dude.
You're making a social evaluation. Okay.
No, but you guys
nothing to do with this
so heartily. Like you guys.
We don't have a belief. We're talking about the way nature is. We already covered this. You're not right back to the same stupid shit you already said, dude.
You're not understanding what I'm saying.
You have cognition, though.
No, if I don't believe in it, to me, it's a belief.
What's the belief?
To me, it's a belief. To you, it's your understanding.
So seeing is a belief.
Not necessarily. Like you understand and you know.
You see the Earth is
okay with you.
Bro, if nobody told you the Earth was a globe, would you have figured it out yourself?
No, I would have never thought about it.
What would you would you think the Earth is flat?
No, I would have never cared.
You would have never cared.
Never cared. No, not a single second. I would give a fuck. Would have gone into if it's a round, circle, square.
Now you're telling us more about your own psychological state. We don't care.
Exactly.
The perception to your senses. The Earth would appear flat. That's how it looks. You already agreed upon this. That's how it looks.
No, but that's on my own personal view per my perspective on every.
It looks that way to everybody. I'm looking
out my window. I see trees. I see woods.
Jesus fucking Christ. Now we go to the pedantic bullshit.
Cow's kind of cute.
No, you're talking about objects on the Earth, not the fucking Earth itself. Okay? So we're talking about the Earth itself appears flat, appears like a large topological plane, mostly covered in water. And that water is not curving. So when you make a statement about what the Earth is as a whole, in its form, it appears that it's flat. This is undeniable and admitted by everybody. Well, not everybody, but most people admit that that's the way it looks. We don't have to believe that.
Yo,
we
007,
can see
I've actually kind of gained to respect you and actually like you, even though we haven't had the greatest interaction.
Look, this is a tough topic for people like you because you really believe in something, and it's like hearing that your girlfriend's cheating on you. It's tough news to take.
I believe in nothing, though.
Yeah,
and dude, you have not.
Now you got to blow up reality. The Earth isn't a globe. I'm gonna just dynamite reality altogether.
I mean, yeah, I could just pop one in the head and call it a day, but
no, not like that, dude. I'm not talking about that. I mean, intellectually, you're basically saying I don't know if anything's real.
It's just annoying because there's a constant pace of people constantly finding new things about the universe without any kind of actual purpose and actual understanding of how. Yeah.
What are you finding out?
Oh, dude, yo, can I mute you? I'm about to bite you. Can I finish?
Yeah, they're not finding anything out though.
Okay.
You read a news article, right? That talks about scientists.
You are doing stuff that other people can't, right? You are on the cutting edge of fucking not reality, but the cutting edge
marketing
of
bullshit, brother.
Right?
That's marketing bullshit, half.
Then where are we going, cuz? Where are we going?
You're not going anywhere. The only way you're leaving the Earth is in a fucking coffin. Got it?
Okay. So what happens when we die, cuz?
That's another question. I don't look.
No,
you have to figure that out on your own. That's a choose your own adventure.
Oh shit! Now you seem a little bit scared. Yeah, now you want to mute yourself. Come on now.
No, you're asking what happens in the afterlife?
Of course.
You think I'm going to figure that out on Discord right now?
I have an opinion.
People have been talking about that for since man first saw a dead body.
What is your opinion?
What is my opinion?
Yes.
About what? It's not the topic.
What happens? What, you just disappeared and fade into black matter, or do you transform and teleport to a new universe, or what happens?
Look, I believe in Jesus, dude.
Oh, you're Christian.
I wouldn't call myself that, but I don't like that word. That word was a pejorative when it was invented. So people calling themselves Christians like calling yourself a fucking
the
nigger or
Crusaders
something.
were not the nicest of people. No,
I tell you, I just told you what I believe in. Jesus is Lord.
So you stray is what you're telling me.
What are you talking about?
Like you good to go. Like you've done your T's and Y's and like you straight. Like you're going to
fucking know.
Whatever.
Look,
but that's what you believe.
That time has not come yet, bro. I'm still here. I'll worry about God's judgment when the judgment happens. Okay? Like I can't do it and then I have no choice in the matter anyway. I've got instructions of what I should do. Whether I've actually achieved those goals, whether I've done enough, that's not for me to judge. That's for my creator to judge. And has nothing to do with this topic. Okay?
So if we're on a flat axis or a globe axis, there's no parabole or no circumference that would actually change the circumstance of that event. Correct.
What are you talking about? The thing about the globe, the problem with the globe and believing in it is you have to believe that your entire experience of the world is an optical illusion, okay? And that you're moving everything. That you see the sun move and it's not moving, you're moving. You see the moon, the stars move, they're not moving, you're moving. You see a flat, motionless earth, that's not actually the case, it's actually a giant ball. Okay, you see all these things and they're actually not really there. That's not really what's happening. So you have to believe that God. You have to believe that God created a fucking world that you can't perceive, and then said you'll find me. And then write in the scripture, you'll find me in nature. You'll know God by His handiwork. But His handiwork's not an illusion. That makes no sense.
Believe in the fucking simulation.
Repeat to me what I just said to you. I want to make sure you fucking heard me, dude. Because I think you just blocked out everything I said.
Happens and everything that happens to you is based off of circumstances that you can't control.
You blocked out everything I said. You didn't hear a fucking word I said, did you?
Yeah, I did.
This is why I don't talk about this shit with you guys. All you do is wait to talk. You want to preach to me.
Okay, I will say I've been an asshole, and maybe I might have junked the gum on that last one, which is making me look like a super asshole. That was kind of ridiculous.
What did I say to you, man?
You told, from what I heard, I grabbed a couple letters here and there.
Okay, let me just go over it real quick, because obviously you didn't hear it. Okay, it's very simple. God said, "You will see me within my handiwork." That means nature. Okay, according to to believe in the globe, you have to believe God's handiwork is an optical illusion that you actually can't see. So God created the earth as a globe, and you see it as flat. And God says, "You'll see me in my handiwork." What does that mean?
Dude, you're
doesn't make sense, does it?
Not like you're trying to
it only makes sense if you perceive the world as it actually is. Okay, stop your fucking clapping. It only makes sense if you see the world as it actually is.
Which is fucked.
Oh yeah, I know, that's horrible. I see the world as it actually is. Oh my God.
Yeah, but that is the reality. There's no way out.
You sound right now?
No, I feel like I sound pretty goddamn sane.
That you're lamenting.
The common man, like it's fucking.
The common man actually believes what they see. It's true. They don't fucking go, "Oh, that's my imagination."
Dude, I started building my company way too late. I'm gonna hit freaking $500,000 this year, but I fucked up. I should have started 3 years ago. It's not happening for me.
Yeah, I mined 400 Bitcoins. So fucking what?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're set as well. But still,
Can I ask you a
like,
question?
No, I'm not set, dude. I
I'm
sold them at
fucking
$17.
cooked.
Yeah, we're worried about the half. We're off the reservation, man. Let's get back to
We're
the
way
content.
off.
Yeah.
I think someone's having some cocktails.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, dude, are you under the influence of something?
Reality.
Okay, not any substance, because if so, man, it would make a lot of sense as to why we're having such a difficult time getting through to you.
Well, I mean, it's starting to go to
No,
his head.
I've had a few beers and
Okay.
Yeah, we could tell.
don't
You're at beer
communicate.
30.
We
Yeah,
can tell.
yeah. I don't communicate with people otherwise. So.
You got a beer mid. You got a beer mid
Okay.
going right now. That's what we.
I don't communicate with people otherwise. So.
You got a beer mid. You got a beer mid
Okay.
going right now. That's what we all imagine.
Fucking beer man.
Yeah.
A beer
Yeah,
man?
these things. Pyramid.
A beer mid?
Where you stack the beer cans in the form of a pyramid?
Oh,
You're about 2 rows from the apex.
Yeah.
I do have them organized. I will not.
I told you.
Not.
No, I told you. I was just.
But no, that is.
It's a bit chaotic when we're listening to you, man. So
Yes. Yes.
Now's about the time. Now's about the time to kind of just like, okay, let me just listen to other people, because everyone's having a difficult. They're all saying it too, so
That's fine. Yes. Continue. I'll shut the fuck up.
All right.
Now,
You were-
summarize. Globe Earth can't. A flat Earth can't support an atheist worldview. And that's really the fact of the matter. I mean, it'd be some twisted freaking mental contortion. I guess I could support the Buddhist non-deity, kind of a non-deity religion, but there is deity, so it's kind of weird.
What up, Kingsley? We hear you wrestling, bro. All right.
That was like if being in an arcade full of whack-a-moles. And all the machines are going off at the same time.
You were playing like 10D chess, bro. Like, it was crazy. You were in like multiverses, like battling each other.
Fucking throwing the hammers across the arcade.
Yeah, so basically what we do. Go ahead.
Sorry, man. I was just going to ask, have any of you guys spoken to Mohammed yet?
No, sir. I need a break. My fucking jaw hurts from yapping so much. So.
Aren't you talking about the Muslim religion? Like, I don't think that's possible. Isn't he like someone that passed away long ago?
Not, well, if so, he resurrected because he's in the chat right now.
Oh, you mean a guy that's in here named Muhammad? Oh.
You capping.
No, that guy, he came in hot when he first came in here, but he's pretty much settled down for now.
Yeah.
He's like kind of.
Are you there, dude?
Well, we got Bennett. We got Mohammed. Who else we got? We got Greenweaver Alex. Oh, no, he's a flat earther. We talked to half. Midnight Glober. Yeah. Why? So.
You've been making me laugh all day, bro.
My thoughts exactly.
It's preview for you.
Falling all over the chair, man.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly when I opened the mic to speak.
Yesterday, I've had a fresh baguette. I'm like, dude, why did you say that?
I did, man. I cut it right in half.
Oh, sheesh.
It was still warm.
Oh, man.
Soft and warm.
All right. Well, I mean, it's clear you guys can't keep a conversation. Yo, Mohammed, you there?
Like, listen to this guy.
Yeah, Mohammed half wants you to defend his honor.
No, I would like to just have a civil conversation.
That ain't gonna happen.
Well, why not?
You're about
Hey,
7 or 8
oh,
feet,
you said
man. There's no way.
yes. Can you pop up on voice? Is that an option?
He's chilling, dude. I think if he would have spoke, he would have spoke already.
He typed in chat, bro. You don't have side chat open?
Yeah, he said yes. I don't know if that really. What do you say yes to?
That he's
Hello,
there.
everybody.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
All good, thank
Get
you.
back to the room, then.
Yes, these gentlemen will like to have a conversation with you.
Yeah, I just saw you were there, man. Want to say hi there? Because you've been here before. We had a nice conversation in the past. Then you came back and it got a little heated, and I'm like, okay, where's this guy at now? You know?
I mean, I had spoken to some of these guys here, and yeah, I'm just diving deep into my data. See what I mean?
Cool. Okay.
What
When he
data?
was here last time, he brought in a few clips from a debate between who was it, Whitsitt and Professor Dave. He was asking some questions about what they were saying and all that, and I thought it went really well. So I wasn't sure where you were at since then. Yeah.
Shout out to Special K. What you doing, brother? Another beautiful day on this flat Earth. Clear skies. Did you bug Chris? Did you bug Chris? Hey, man, we're golfing or what?
Yep.
Did y'all go?
Now we're going in half hour.
Dog, Chris.
Yep.
I always, every time you say that, dude, I can just imagine like you telling him, like, such a beautiful day, man. Gosh.
When I talk to Mexicans, I like to use the word mucho because it means a lot to them.
Well, it should, man. That's what the word means.
Yeah, it means a lot to Mexicans.
Remember Neil deGrasse Tyson? He says, even if you're flying the plane, you're still very close to the surface that you can't observe the curvature.
Yep. If you shrunk the size of the Earth down to 1/10 millionth of what its original size was, so you could see it in front of you, most airplanes only fly 1 millimeter above that surface.
Exactly. So it's impossible for you to observe any kind of curvature.
So the Earth looks flat, right? It looks flat. Come on, Lee, stay with me.
Relatively close to the surface.
The Earth looks flat, though, right? Does the Earth look flat?
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just saying that it's very hard to know.
The Earth looks flat, right?
I it's not a joke.
You guys are always allergic to saying that, man. That's why I like making you say it. You're the one making it sound like that. Well, if it sounds like it, then say it. The Earth looks flat.
No, we're just trying to be fair here.
Yeah, so am I. So just say the Earth looks flat, dude. You agree with us, right?
Well, or just say it's relatively less curvature than.
Oh, dude.
Than what we can.
Why are you guys so allergic to saying it looks flat? Why? Tell me why.
It can't be perfectly flat.
No. Does it look flat? Yes or no?
If you walk outside the street,
damn, bro.
If you walk outside,
damn,
you will feel it's flat.
Damn. Yeah, there it is. What'd you say?
The road is actually quite humpy, right?
Yeah, say it looks. Yeah, just say it looks flat, bro. Just agree with us. It looks flat.
I don't want to live in delusions.
Yeah, you don't want to live in reality. The delusions that you have, the Earth is a globe.
Yeah, you just said yourself you can't see curve anywhere, so.
No, it's relatively less curved.
Yeah, you don't know that. It looks flat to you. It looks flat to you. That's what you're saying.
Not from the picture you can take from the satellites. Not at all.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, how curved is it from up there?
Well, you can see it's curved, but
How do you know that?
that's what they show us.
How do you know it's not the camera or the lens? Huh? Oh, come on, Lee. You can do better than that. You're making this look too easy for me, man.
Well, yeah, you can use specific lens to make it looks curved, but you can't prove that's the case.
I know. Well, you can't prove it. Not me, you. How do you know they're not using one of those lenses?
Did you check? Did you check the side chat, AV? Did you're triggering half? He's freaking out in the side chat.
All right, let me unmute half.
Don't fucking do that. Leave him a fucking alone. That's bullshit. Fuck off.
Hey, man, he asked for it.
No, he did not. He did not
Yeah,
know you guys are going to be complete cunts about the situation. That's not fair.
He asked for it, dude. I didn't.
I don't give a fuck. That's not cool.
He said so.
What do you mean he said so? What did he say? Hey, yo, Leaf, what did you say? That guarantee you to have these people who treat you like a fucking piece of shit?
Yeah, say it again, please. Say it again. Say it again for our friend here.
Say what?
What did you say Neil deGrasse Tyson said? Tell him.
What did you say to them that made them treat you like a piece of shit?
Anything related to non-flat Earth comments, right?
No, tell him what Neil deGrasse Tyson said.
Have you, dude? You were. What the fuck? Jeez, nice. Okay. All right, here we go. Leave. You're. I got you, bud. Don't worry about it, cut. All right, here we go. So the theoretical ideal that there is no nothing, that is the ideal that there is something, which means you believe in the idea that there is nothing, which makes you believe in something. So therefore you believe in the nothingness of fucking something, which categorizes you guys in the flat doors ideal of believing, which makes you a fucking religion, you fucking twat. You get that, right?
Hey, by the way, right? I brought my ranch dressing for that word salad you just spit out.
Yeah, I hope you get that. You were saying continuously that you don't have an actual belief, but your belief is the nonsense of non-belief. Because you can't believe something you can't touch, but you can't touch anything that you can't believe. So therefore, you're in a soup and salad kind of situation where you don't know if you're a soup or a salad. So therefore, you are a fucking sad salad, you fucking cunt. So, this is where you're at, right? You believe that there's nothing that I could say to make you believe something, and I'm in a situation to where I believe that there's nothing you say where I can believe what you say. So therefore, you're in a sad sack of fucking suck this dick, nigga. You are not in the situation to actually.
How many beers do you think he's at now?
Jesus Christ.
I think that's a baker's dozen right there.
He's probably had one beer.
He was already making a pyramid earlier. Fuck.
His first one. AV drove him to drink.
It's all your fault, man.
In India and you too. 20 cups.
Shame on us.
I blame 20 cups, dude. 20 cups put him over the edge.
God,
Yeah, half. I had to mute you, bro. You're breaking all sorts of rules right now.
I'm as friendly as a box of puppies, man. It's 20 cups you got to worry about.
Yeah, just wait till I reach my 20th cup.
Dude, all hell's gonna break loose when that happens. Take wild horses to get you away from a conversation, bro.
All right, no cussing.
Okay.
All right, I promise. I'll do my best. But no, I will actually try because I actually do like entertaining this conversation with you guys. All right, if you, because satellites, right? Satellites are huge. Satellites are huge in this conversation. Huge. You can't just ignore that conversation.
No one's ignoring it.
Are you
just
trying
can't
to
confirm
convince-
anything. You can't
Are you trying to
confirm anything.
No, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk to. I want to talk to fucking 20K ups. And
No, you
fucking
can't handle
Indio.
20K up, dude.
No,
Can't handle them.
what do you mean I can't handle them, bro?
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, 20 cups.
What the fuck?
I'm
How
telling
you
you, bro.
doing?
He wants you, not me.
God damn.
Well, I would like you and Idos, or I'm gonna just call you 007. That's much easier to figure out.
Indio.
Yeah. Wait, what? Indio?
Indio.
Oh, that's not bad. Actually, kind of like that name. All right. I would like for both you guys to tell me how you're explaining satellites. Okay, and I get it. The idea is to not explain that they exist, but I would like to know what the ideal wraparound is for that ideal.
The wraparound of an ideal? What the fuck?
Yeah,
Does anyone else understand what you're saying?
Well, because you're saying it doesn't exist, right? But you use it every day. So, like, what is the head? Like, what is the headroom that you wrap around the ideal that it doesn't exist, but you use it every day? Like, what is the wrap?
When did I say that?
How do you? Huh?
When did I say that, dude? All I asked for earlier, right? You were making the claim that we've got these giant machines up in the sky orbiting the Earth, and I asked you, okay, if that's the case, how do we know what the Earth is in the first place? That it gave us reason or justification to create these things and have them orbit in the fashion that they say that they are.
Well,
so
we put them up there.
Principle.
Yes. So we put them there.
So if we acknowledge, right, that there are things in the sky, the next question is, what are they doing up there and how are they operating?
GPS.
No, I'm talking about actually having the machinery up there in the first place. Not what they're doing, not necessarily the service that they're providing for us.
Oh, like how are they powered? Right? Solar powered.
the manner in which they operate up there, because some people say that they're flying around a giant ball. So if they're flying
they're
around
operated by
ball,
solar.
if they're flying around a giant ball, God damn it! If they're flying around a giant ball, there needs to be a giant ball first. Right?
Well, that's where me and you part ways.
Right. Well, that's where I asked you. How do you know? How did you determine that we actually are on a giant ball, for which these things can operate, can fly around, and we couldn't actually determine that?
Well, I couldn't find a NASA person that I could bribe into doing so, but I did leave my house.
I didn't ask you to do that.
Yes, but I did leave my house, and I was still on GPS.
I didn't ask you to bribe anybody, dude.
Oh no, but I didn't need to because I just left my house.
If you recall, right? I don't know. Maybe you were too hammered at the time, or still are. I don't know.
Oh no! I was joking about abducting a NASA agent. I just had to leave my house to understand that it still worked.
We dug into it, right? Into the history, and what did we uncover? What do you remember? If you do.
I mean, we uncovered a lot of stuff, but I still figured out that when I left my house, my phone still worked.
Give me one thing that we uncovered from the cursory research that you did.
Oh my God! You want to do this right now?
I'm asking you, sir. Right, because you made the statement that we said something, and I'm clarifying.
We did the cognitive diagnosis of mitigation of the program of the American Cyber Defense. We did that one. Then we did George Lamentinus and his fucking sad sack of fucking maybe be able to fucking.
That had nothing to do with our
that was something that
was between you.
Covered. That was covered.
That was between you and Indio.
Bro.
Then we also
no, it's not going to work like this.
Whoa.
It's not going to work.
Then we also did the cipher.
No.
Okay.
No. To be clear, right? I'm talking about the research that we did as to how it was determined that we were on a ball. And your first thing that you said was Aristotle.
Oh, right? Yes. Neither one of us can prove that. Yeah. Neither one of us can prove that.
Neither one of us. I'm not even trying to prove what he said.
Yeah. But neither one of us can actually prove that we're on a ball or we're on a flat Earth situation. Neither one of us can prove it.
That's not what I'm saying, dude. What I'm getting into is you made the claim that we have satellites orbiting a ball. I asked you, how do we know it's a ball? And then you went to Aristotle and some of the
okay, fuck that.
And we determined that what they said, what they were saying, or what they were postulating was not conclusive, or you didn't understand it.
No. We can't figure out if it's a square, rectangle, triangle, side. But I do know satellites are working, and I cannot prove if it's anything. What I do know is that the satellites do work, so I can prove that. You also cannot prove that it is a flat Earth.
On the ball, right? So maybe maybe we have devices up there operating in a fashion that we're unaware of, but to 100%. Make the statement that they're operating in such a fashion as, claimed by the heliocentrists that we're on a ball and they're flying around it, that can't be proven.
Correct. Yeah, I completely vibe with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now what? That was the end of our last conversation.
Bro, we're on a stalemate. You believe something so crazy and you guys are so sold on it that you're sold on the flat earth theory. I believe I don't know, and I continue to not know because I like not knowing, because that's what I vibe with.
Okay, so you acknowledge that you don't know. So what are you trying to argue?
How can a person know? I'm way past arguing. That's what I came here for. I'm over it. I don't care. I'm not going to argue with anyone based off any theory that no one can prove.
Then why do you want to occupy airtime? For what purpose?
Well, because I wanted to tell you.
To tell me what?
I don't care.
Okay, it took you 5-10 minutes to do that?
I mean, your perception of time is pretty messed up, but yeah, I guess.
How long have we been talking?
I would say 5-10 minutes.
That's exactly what I just said. What's messed up about that?
Because what is time? No one cares. The development of every information and every single time that everyone speaks is not irrelevant.
Right. So what I said was
what is
accurate.
actually relevant is actually having a movement to actually build, to actually make your movement.
Right. Thank you very much. So what I said, thank you very much. So what I said was accurate, right? And to my point, it took you this long, however long it was, 5-10 minutes, right, to tell me that you don't care.
Well, no, I do care. I care that you care. Does that make sense? I care that you care. I give a fuck about your flow.
You got to find a square to stand on, dude.
That is, dude.
Make a statement and see it through. Make a statement and see it through.
Look at Discord right now. See all the squares? I'm on my square right now, and I back your theory that you believe in what you believe in, and I back you as a person.
What theory did I postulate?
You're postulating on a theory that the Earth is flat.
Okay, so you back that. You acknowledge that to be the case?
Well, I respect that that's your theory.
Okay, so you respect it. You're not necessarily standing by it. You're just in the bleach.
I stand by it as your friend. I stand by it as your friend, but I respect it.
And even though I don't understand it fully, I'm just in the bleachers.
No.
Okay, then what do you mean by what you said?
I understand fully what your objective is, and I understand fully how you guys understand what you guys are going to say. But it's not my motive. It's not my flow. It's not my gist.
Okay, so why are you here?
I'm not going to be, because I respect you.
Okay, so to be clear, right? So if you're not here to argue for the globe Earth model, idea, concept, whatever. But you're not. Okay. You're also not here because you understand the Earth is, measured and operated on.
Well, I understand that you understand it's flat. Yes.
Okay, so therefore, what are you doing here?
Congratulations. No, I'm saying, do your thing.
So you are in the bleachers, just cheering everybody on, like I said about.
Well, now after you give me all your information,
okay, so now you're
all the data. No. Okay. Why are you making me out to be a cunt? I'm not being a cunt.
No, I didn't say that.
No, but that's how you're perceiving it. I understand you, but you don't have enough facts for me to lock in.
I respect
you haven't grabbed a hold of the fucking goddamn disc so that I can tell my people behind me. It's fucking flat. Right. That's the bottom line.
You're gonna have to chill out. Okay. I'm not saying I'm not shouting it. I'm not casting any shade. I'm not casting any shade on you. If you want to stand in the bleachers and watch, then that's fine. But it's like you got up with your drink in hand and ran on the field.
Well, yeah, because on the way. I love you guys, and I know you guys are gonna get to the bottom of this.
Okay. So, because right now, what you're effectively doing is you walked on the field, stumbled on the way down, dropped your drink, all right, spilled your drink all over.
I would never drop a drink.
Blew the whistle.
I would never drop a drink.
The referee blew his whistle, and you're about to strip naked in the middle of the field. That's basically what you're doing right now.
Oh, right. Yes. Oh, well, so you were about to announce something. You were about to announce something.
Speaking, this is what you're doing.
Oh, you were about to announce
doing that. But someone's going to court you off the field, right?
Okay. What I would say to the people is, if you have some form of idea that something is actually meaningful to you, some form of actual idea that actually is grinding your goal. We're not all out here.
Can't do it. You guys take them if you want.
Yo, what's up?
Out of all the scientific ideas that man has today, in 500 years, how many do you think will be correct? Still.
Are you talking about
In 500 years in the future, the ideas that we have today, which ones will still be correct?
Are you talking about laws, or are you talking about like what are you talking about? Like physics laws, or are you talking about like
obviously the obviously the physical laws will still be the same. I'm talking about things like quantum mechanics, special relativity, general relativity, like all those ideas. How many will turn out to be the Bohr model of the atom, the standard model, quantum electrodynamics, quantum chromodynamics, all these ideas? How many do you think will still be correct in 500 years?
As far as physical knowledge, I would say 99% will be real. As far as actual like breathing on the dynamics of actual full potential, I would say 0.
Okay. So how many are correct still from 500 years ago? 1,500.
I mean, gravity's still pretty relevant.
That was not 1,500. That was after, and that's not true.
Gravity's not real?
What do you mean not real? And what do you mean by gravity?
Why are you stuck on the planet, Cup?
It's not a planet.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I can't.
Okay, let me ask you.
That's too far for me.
That Earth isn't a planet?
Why are you in place?
Okay, really? What do you mean, why? Why do things fall down? Because they do.
You know why. Exactly.
You don't know why. You don't know why
either. But you can't come at me like I know why. Like if I'm supposed to give you the answer to something. That's insanity.
You're the one who just brought it up.
Yeah, but you can't also expect.
You don't even know what you're bringing up. You asked me if gravity's not real. I don't know what you mean by that.
My family is extremely conservative, right?
You notice how you're not talking about what I'm talking about? You're having your own conversation with who knows who.
But I want to tell you something that might relate to you. My family is completely like to the soul conservative, right?
There's nothing you can say about your personal life that I can relate with. We are so far apart as in life experience. Bro, there's nothing you can say about your personal life I can relate with.
But
me and you's experience of bro. Shut the fuck up, dude.
You have to let other people finish.
Dude, I'm stopping you before you start your false premise. I can't relate with any of that shit. Dude, me and you have I could tell you about my life. Your mind would fucking explode, okay? You can't even imagine.
My mind is bored of this conversation, but I'm trying to relate to you, and you're making me look like a dick.
Talking about your personal life, it isn't going to do it.
And you being a dick.
I can repeat everything you've said to me. You can't repeat anything I've said to you.
Pretty sure you said you're gay 3 times, but, you know.
So here we go. This your ejection seat?
Let me finish.
You're gonna pull the ejector seat, dude?
Let me finish.
Bro, what the fuck are you saying, bro? Come on.
Let me finish.
Consider in the conversation, bro.
Let me finish. All right. If I believe in the people that are around me believe in something, there's no problem with me also believing in them and believing in something else. But if I see something in that movement, there's no reason for me not to get in and hop in and see what they're all about, because I also have an open mind about a lot of different things. It's not an issue of not understanding. It's an issue of understanding the person that's trying to like understand that thing. Does that make sense? Like I'm not trying to be a dick, but I also want to like grasp hold of what some other thought, like whatever you're thinking about. I also want to
thinking about the natural world. I'm not thinking about what people think. I'm not doing sociological analysis of what people think, why they think about it, or anything like that. I'm going, hey, dude, the natural world out there. Is there a globe out there? And the answer is no.
So do you believe? Okay. How about?
Why are you asking what I believe,
in
dude?
The simulation theory.
God damn it! It's fucking so low tier.
How is that so low tier?
Because it's low tier, bro. People that believe in simulation theory don't understand mathematics or computers.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
What's even more low tier is the fact that you can't seem to stay on one conversation.
Yeah, we're talking about the natural world.
Well, I tried to go one down one road, and like he didn't want to hear it. So
Yeah, because our road is the natural world.
I don't get that yet. I don't know the full scope of that yet.
Is the Earth
I
the
don't
natural
understand what
world?
that means.
Is the Earth the natural world? Nature?
Like what you can touch?
Yeah, the Earth, the shit you're walking around on, the shit where you built your house on, where trees grow out of, that thing. The Earth, is that the natural world? Well, why am I explaining that Earth is the natural world? Like, are we in fucking La La Land right now?
No, I'm just kind of confused. I'm like, that's okay. Yes, let's go. Let's go with yes.
That's why I started with science is a systematic study of the natural world and the things in it. Science talks about things in the natural world, not things that are synthetic or man-made, right? We know what causes those. Man causes those because we made them, right?
Okay.
Science deals with why the phenomenon happened in nature, right? Why did things happen in nature? Now, the shape of the Earth is not a phenomenon. It just is. But it's still within the natural world. And I guess you could say it's at the edges of science, the question at least. But that's what I'm concerned with. I'm not concerned with ideas or what people think or how they think about it or the sociology of men and why they think certain things about the world. I'm just saying is that a lot of these things, these ideas that people have that they're so sure of, in 500 years, no one's going to believe them. And they're going to think everything you think now is fucking stupid.
Okay, but here's another thought.
Just like we think what people, hold on, just like what we think people thought 500 years ago are stupid, right? Just like people think flat earthers are stupid because they think, oh, that was a long time ago, that idea, that was disproven. So those people are stupid.
Everyone in this call, I mean, I'm assuming based off your age, is probably cooked within 80 years, right?
What do you
We're
mean?
all cooked. I mean, probably
From
dead.
Natural causes?
Yeah, I would assume so. I mean, unless
I mean, it would be freaking a straight miracle if I'm still alive in 80 years, but
yeah, me as well. But at the same time, what is the flow then?
What?
You have an idea.
It's not an idea.
You have a mission.
Ideas originate in the mind. I'm talking about experiences of nature.
Fuck.
So if I go to the ocean, right? If I go to the ocean, which is near my house,
shit.
I go a mile from the ocean half, and I see the ocean and it looks flat. Is that an idea?
If I drowned you 3.4 kilometers,
why won't you answer my question? Why won't you answer my question? If I go to the ocean and it looks flat, is that just an idea?
No, it's reality.
Okay, yeah, it looks flat. That's the only true statement there. Hey, that looks flat. That's a true statement.
Yes.
That's the way I perceive it. That's not an idea. And that's what we're talking about. This is where we start hey, dude, the Earth looks flat. Is it actually flat? So that's another thing, right? Whether it looking that way and actually is that way are two different things. So two different questions. Now, looking flat is at least evidence it's flat, whereas looking flat is not evidence it's a ball. And people have come along and say, well, it looks flat, but it's actually, in reality, a ball. And then we say to globe earthers, hey, can you demonstrate that it's actually a ball and not just give us ideas in your head? Like, go into the natural world and show that it's actually a ball. And nobody can do it.
That is quite concerning.
Well, that's because it's just an idea.
Well, because it
exists between the ears as a concept. It doesn't exist out there.
That's not fun, right?
Well, we have ideas of things which don't, like a unicorn is an idea. It doesn't exist in nature. You can't go anywhere in nature and find a unicorn.
Not gonna grant me wishes.
Well, no, but you can't.
Unicorn is just an idea of a horse that looks pretty. Like, who cares?
No, it has a horn growing out of its freaking center of its skull. Okay.
Yeah, la-di-da.
Yeah, but those don't. But you can search the entire world. You can search the entire world, and you're not going to find a unicorn in nature, right?
Or could you? Okay, yes, correct.
But so the point I'm making is that both of these things exist. Unicorns exist, but they exist in human minds. They don't exist in nature. We're trying to figure out what exists in nature, not what exists in human minds. So things like gravity, depending on what you mean by that. One definition of that exists. I drop something, it falls. That certainly exists.
But
That gravity doesn't. Hold on. That gravity doesn't require anybody to believe it. Okay, it happens. It's there.
The idea
other one
that you're
on
also
why-
presenting. Can I finish now? The idea that you're also presenting.
Listen, this is the last thing to shore it up, bro. So, the other idea, but the gravity that's just simply an idea, is that the reason things fall down is because Earth is a giant ball with gravity that sucks the objects to it, right? That pulls objects to the center of the Earth. That is an idea because no one's actually demonstrated that to be true in the lab, in nature, or any other place.
All right, my time. Right.
Yeah.
The idea that you have formed is also that everything that you're saying and that everything that we believe is reality is also not true, which puts us into
No. What?
into a situation to where everything that you could believe to be true could be the opposite of being true.
Look, you can believe whatever you want. Belief means acceptance without evidence.
Who believes shape without touching it? Let's be real here. There's no systematic structure to understanding anything that actually happens to you. The only thing that you have is everything that you live, breathe, and touch. Reality only is shaped around the idea that you exist in the first place. So why the fuck believe anything if you're not touching, feeling, molesting it yourself? There's no belief in believing if it's not true. So if everything is not true, then you can make everything true by not having it exist in the first place.
What are you even saying, dude? You also plot. Now, the distinction is belief versus knowledge. Now, the knowledge is the things you've actually experienced.
No need for knowledge, because everything you just told us that everything that we don't know is true, and everything that we do know is false.
No, I didn't say anything like that.
Everything we've ever been taught, everything that we've ever been driven to do, everything that is supposed to be a probable, consistent basis of a
Just
reality.
stop, dude. Why are you building this straw man of nonsense?
It's not a straw
Never
man.
once did I say the word everything.
A straw man.
It is a straw. I never once said the word everything.
I did.
Yeah, why? I'm saying the Earth is not a globe. That's what my claim is. The Earth is not a globe because there's no evidence it's a globe in nature.
And everything based on that theory is
bullshit.
Which means
what? It means it's bullshit.
Everything is bullshit.
No, it doesn't mean everything. It means the globe is bullshit. Not very much is actually based upon a globe. There's a whole plethora of beliefs hinged on the globe belief, where the globe belief is the foundation of a lot of other beliefs. Okay? Just like if you believe in ghosts. If I believe in ghosts, I can use that as a foundation for a bunch of other beliefs. Ghosts are there's poltergeists, and there's friendly ghosts, and there's mad ghosts, and there's angry ghosts, and there's hungry ghosts, and there's all sorts of ghosts, right? But the fundamental belief is that ghosts exist. Now, there's a globe belief, and then within the globe belief, there's a globe that orbits the sun, and that the sun is freaking orbiting a galaxy within a galaxy, and that there's a whole bunch of galaxies, and there's a Big Bang, there's an expanding universe, and all these other things. But without the globe belief at the bottom, you can't have all those other beliefs, right? So the globe belief is wrong, and all the beliefs contingent on that belief are also wrong.
If I can add to that, half, if I may, Indio, half, you already experienced that not 20 minutes ago. When you remember when we started talking, you mentioned satellite.
Yeah, but I don't like the reality of it.
Hang on.
Of nothing.
I don't like reality.
Kind of
there you have it.
Hang on, dude. You remember that? What was the end of that conversation? Do you remember what you said?
Which one?
About the satellite.
The satellites. We don't know how. We have no information that it does exist. All we know is that it works. We know the government knows how it works, and we know that somehow pyramids were built in the middle of nowhere. No one will tell us how they're built or how they're actually organized, but we do know that they function and work 24/7. How is one to believe they actually work without actually knowing and seeing and feeling how they do work? Therefore, they don't.
In a nutshell, that wasn't exactly the conclusion, right? In a nutshell, the conclusion was when we were investigating the prerequisites, right, for these satellites to be doing what is claimed that they're doing, you couldn't even find the first prerequisite. So you're forced to believe that that is there to give you a foundation for the rest, i.e., that the satellites are actually doing what they're claimed to be doing. That was the first thing. That was like the
prereq. Yeah, they gave a prereq. Then I did a deep dive, and then I did an atmosphere dive, and then I did an afterwards dive, and then I went and I looked at where they go, and then I did all the research, and it's kind of fucked up, and I kind of just don't want to be a part of this. This is.
But yeah, that was fun. We have got an event going at the moment, just an open debate. So the invitation stands if anybody is in the room, wants to chat, have a debate about the shape of the Earth. Unmute yourself, say hi, introduce yourself. Say, my name is, I don't know, Jedi, and I think the Earth is a sphere, and this is the reason why I think the Earth is a sphere. And then we can continue. Lots of activity in the side chat. I see Mohammed's here. What's up, Mohammed?
Hi, I'm Professor Triangle. Space is fake. The end.
I'm also particularly interested in what evidence that whatever person comes in with that argument thinks that they have, not what somebody else says they have that they didn't present yet. Don't present evidence that somebody else has that you haven't, that you can't verify. Right? I want to see your evidence.
Got Nelson Mandela in the chat. That's awesome. What's up, Nelson? Good to see you. Mohammed's in the chat. Good to see you, Mohammed. Do you think the Earth is a sphere? Do you want to talk about it? You okay?
Okay, hello guys. How are you doing?
Hi.
So,
how are you?
Thank you so much. If you guys remember, I talked with somebody here like just a couple of hours ago, and he told me that the assumption Austin made in deal with Professor Dave or whatever he is, he told that I'm just accepting this free trip to just visit some phenomenon, the 24-hour sun, and their deal had nothing to do with the shape of the Earth or any acceptance of the shape of the Earth, which I call it a day, that time, but I checked the video and I found the vice versa. So if you don't mind, I want to play the audio if you let.
Is it quick? How long's the audio?
I think it's about, I don't know, 2 minutes or 1 minute.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, go on then.
Yeah, hold on a second, Mohammed. Before you play it, what are we listening for? You're talking about Austin Whitsitt saying that he would admit the Earth's a globe if he saw a 24-hour sun. Is that what you're claiming? He said.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay,
And
I
I didn't
apologize
know.
for the.
Yeah, he doesn't actually hang out in here, but go ahead and play it.
Not like a big deal. I'm not saying you are. I'm saying, what will it take? Like, if you go down there and you see 24-hour sunlight, you come back and say, all right, cool. I'm cool. It's global. I'm a global guy now. What would it take if you went to the South Pole for you to change your mind?
If I saw a 24-hour sun that does a 360 around me, like Kago predicts, I would
readily admit, like that doesn't. What's 360 around me look like? Like the sun should just do a full circle around you, and that.
So, you heard that?
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, if I see the.
Yeah, he didn't say anything about being a glober.
Oh, you didn't hear the question the host made with Austin? Would you admit that? He said, would you admit
Yeah, just to be clear, if you saw the sun, I can hear myself. If you've got your thing open, dude, I can hear myself talking in the background.
Okay.
It's really off-putting.
Just a second.
Thank you. So, yeah, we all heard that if he was to go to Antarctica and see the sun do a 360, we're just getting into the definition of what a 360 is after that. It was fucking obvious, right? So if I see the sun go around me, okay, we heard it. What's your point?
Okay.
Before you're talking about Austin Whitsitt saying that he would admit the Earth's a globe if he saw a 24-hour sun. Is that what you're claiming? He said.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
And
I
I didn't
apologize
know.
for the.
Yeah, he doesn't actually hang out in here, but go ahead and play it.
Not like a big deal. I'm not saying you are. I'm saying, what will it take? Like, if you go down there and you see 24-hour sunlight, you come back and say, all right, cool. I'm cool. It's global. I'm a global guy now. What would it take if you went to the South Pole for you to change your mind? If I saw a 24-hour sun that does a 360 around me like Go predicts, I would readily admit like that doesn't. What's that 360 around me look like? Like the sun should just do a full circle. If I saw a 24-hour sun that does a 360 around me like Go predicts, I would readily admit like that doesn't. What's that 360 around me look like? Like the sun should just do a full circle around you, and that.
So, you heard that?
Yeah.
He said, if I see the.
Yeah, he didn't say anything about being a glober.
Oh, you didn't hear the question the host made with Austin? Would you admit that? He said, would you admit
Yeah, just to be clear, if you saw the sun, I can hear myself. If you've got your thing open, dude, I can hear myself talking in the background.
Okay.
It's really off-putting.
Just a second.
Thank you. So, yeah, we all heard that if he was to go to Antarctica and see the sun do a 360, we just get into the definition of what a 360 is after that. It was fucking obvious, right? So if I see the sun go around me, okay, we heard it. What's your point?
Okay, the sun goes around me. That's the whole point of Antarctica, isn't it?
It's not the whole point of Antarctica, but yeah, if you go there, you can see this.
Going to Alaska is to see a sun go around you.
Yeah.
Stop. I'm potato.
Oh, God.
Okay, the sun goes around me for months, and you know what Antarctica is. I don't need to explain to you guys. You are smart.
Yeah.
So I just say that their whole point of discussion was about being the shape of the Earth. Okay, so they didn't just brought up this Antarctica just to test something.
That's a good word. That's a good word. When you say the shape of the Earth, right? Now, Whitsitt's all right. He says some stupid things, says some intelligent things, but the idea is based upon a map, right? A circle map, a shape of the Earth map. Now, on this map, where Antarctica is the circumference and the sun circles within that circle, it would be geometrically impossible for you to go to Antarctica and observe the sun rotating around you, where you would be in the north and you could see it. You wouldn't be able to in the south on this map, apparently. Yeah, no one's making a claim to the shape of the Earth. Making observations of the sky isn't going to nullify horizontal measurements of the surface of the Earth. Measurements of the surface of the Earth are paramount. Things in the sky are secondary. So yeah, he said this. I'd like to think that maybe in the last year or so he's come to a better conclusion, realizing that this idea of an AE map is a straw man, and it always was a straw man. It's kind of put out there to make flat earthers look stupid, because all you had to do to debunk the flat earth is make an observation that is impossible on that model. Okay? No one's reifying models here. No one's claiming a shape to the earth here. We'll agree that we can go to two locations in the summer and observe the 24-hour sun. Doesn't change the measurement of the surface of the earth, though.
I see what you mean. I already talked about that in this channel. Yeah, what our observation about the skies doesn't affect the shape of the earth. That's your opinion. Even though I disagree, I think that whatever happens in the skies proves the shape of the earth. No,
Right, sorry,
but
I'm getting caught.
regardless,
Sorry, my friend. Do apologise to interrupt. I'm just getting caught up on every time the word shape. Horizontal, flat, isn't a shape. No one here is making a claim to shape. We're making a claim to surface description and measurement. I don't know what the shape of the Earth is, and I definitely wouldn't say it was a disc, a circle, right? How the hell would I know that? I wouldn't. Whitsitt didn't. Whitsitt was silly to make this claim. He fell foul of a straw man. I mean, dust your shoulders off, mate. Get up, go again. It's fine. We all make mistakes. It's not a problem. But just realise that this is a fucking straw man. It's a map. Right? No one's making a claim to shape.
yeah, I see. I apologize. I mean, globe or not globe, okay? Curvature or not curvature. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Curved or straight. Right? That's basically it.
Yeah.
This is what it comes down to at the end of the day, Mohammed, right? If there's no curvature on the surface of the earth and no one can validate that there is any, then it can't possibly be a globe. Quiet down, Santa.
Yeah, interesting.
I'm sorry, that was good.
So just a conclusion, you, Mr. Jedi. So you literally just said that Austin did some, like miscalculation or foolishness about his assumption, right?
Yeah, foolishness. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Your answer was way better than the guy I was talking to. He literally told me that that what I was saying was not wrong, was not true. But thanks for giving me an answer.
You're all right.
But anyways, another question. I'm sorry for occupying your time.
Sorry,
I'm
dude,
sorry.
just to clear up. I mean, I was there earlier in that conversation, and that wasn't exactly the conclusion. We were trying to highlight to you that no matter what, right, is determined about what the sun is doing, it doesn't matter, right? So the conclusion here was basically the same thing, right? Except it was directed towards Whitsitt, who was, for example, making a foolish conclusion, right? That it actually mattered. So it's the same thing. Like, what the hell, dude? We're saying the same thing here. But you're kind of shitting on, like, AV's answer or my answer. It's what we said to you earlier, man.
No, I see your point of view. I understood your point of view like weeks ago or days ago. You literally just said that our assumption, our imagination of the skies, whatever we see in the skies does not, change the fact and the measurements that we have about the surface of the earth. I mean, it doesn't affect that. I respect that. Even though I don't agree, but I see what you mean. But I just want to.
No, but my point is the statement that was made earlier is identical, basically, to the answer that was just given to you a second ago.
But that guy was not saying that. He was saying that Austin did not make any deal about the the curvature or not the curvature of the Earth. See what I mean?
What do you mean by a deal? What do you mean by a deal?
What the fuck?
A deal. Austin leader said that if he observes the phenomenon, he would admit that, like the globe Earth and stuff like that.
I mean, it's the whole fucking point of them going there, right? We got to understand that, yeah? They went there to see or not see this. It's the only point that they went.
Yeah. So if he were to say, "Oh yeah, okay, the sun was up below the surface for more than 24 hours, 24 hours, or whatever,"
The only points they went there.
Yeah. So to make the conclusion that therefore it must be a ball is foolish, is basically, a statement about him concluding what we were telling you earlier on that you shouldn't do. It's the same thing, except that, he fucked up and actually did it. That's all I'm getting at. So I don't know why you're critiquing what we were saying before when it's basically identical to this.
Yeah.
No, he was just saying that my assumption and what I was saying was wrong. But anyway, forget about it. I'm not trying to exhaust you guys. And
I think what Mohammed's trying to say is that Whitsitt and mainly Whitsitt here admitted that if he saw the 24-hour sun, then he would admit the Earth's a globe, right? And it kind of sounded like he was saying that in that clip that you were playing. But I also heard him say numerous times just before he went that whatever happens in the sky doesn't affect the shape of the ground. It doesn't counter all of the other evidence or lack thereof evidence of Earth curvature over the surface. Jaren even said the same thing before they went and after they got back, which was very strange. Oh, sorry, before they went, they said that. All three of them said that went there. So, yeah, that's why I was asking you to play that clip, because I didn't think Austin would have said that, but it kind of sounded like he said that. So I don't know when that clip was from, but just before he went, he did say that it doesn't have any impact on the shape of the ground.
Yeah, even after he admitted that, Dave said that, okay, I hope that after this trip we get rid of this, whole flat Earth and stuff like that. And literally, Austin said that, yeah, I'm a brave guy. If I made a mistake, I accept that and stuff like that. But forget about it, anyways. Regardless, I'm just wanna ask you another question about a logic, okay? Not about this topic, literally, about a logic, how to make a conclusion. I was talking with a flat earther, and as you guys told me before, our observations and our imaginations about the skies does not change the the shape of the Earth. I think it's repetitive. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's basic logic, right? So if you go and measure, right, if you keep telling me that you're 6 foot tall, right, and then I measure you and you're 5 foot tall, right, you're not 6 foot tall, and that's just a fact. We can measure you over and over again, and you're not, like, whatever you told us isn't true. So if they tell us the Earth should be curving at a certain rate, and we go out and consistently measure it over and over and over and over and over again, yeah, it's very repetitive, okay, that there's zero curvature observed or measured over the surface of the Earth, then it can't possibly be a globe. Whatever's going on in the sky above it, it doesn't make a difference to the fact that the empirical evidence shows that it's flat, right? Because when you're looking at the sky, you have to make a bunch of assumptions about that. It's not going to make the ground start curving. You can have flashy lights doing whatever you want on the roof of your house, right? But your floor's still going to be flat.
But I'm sorry. I want to say something about measurement. Consider that you order a door from Amazon or eBay or anywhere you guys order from. You literally go there and measure the door perfectly with expensive tools, and you get sure that it has some certain size. When the delivery guy brings you the door, okay, and you try to install it into your door frame, the measurement is the same, okay? It's perfect, it's accurate, but it doesn't fit into your door frame. So I'm just trying to say that your measurements actually make sense. Okay, so you have tried a lot and measured the Earth, but how
No, that's
do
a
you
bad analogy.
analyze that
That's
this door,
look,
this Earth
that's a
that you have
terrible.
measured does not fit into the other phenomenons that we see? How do you explain that?
Okay, because you have to make a bunch of assumptions about the phenomena that you're seeing in the sky. You have no idea how the sky works or what the lights in the sky are, right? You've been fed a story about it and been given explanations, but you don't have any evidence and you can't measure it. You can't empirically validate anything that you're looking at up there. If the water is flat, okay, and water covers most of the surface of the Earth, and every single observation shows that there's no curvature, and you can't provide a single empirical observation that validates the curvature, that doesn't matter what's going on in the sky, right? You should use a better analogy, right? You measure your floor flat, okay, and then you've got lights going on, like you've got some light display on the ceiling, and you're saying that could make your floor start curving? No, that would be ridiculous, terrible logic to suggest such a thing. Right, you don't have any evidence that the ground is curving whatsoever.
No, I'm not. Assuming that the Earth is curving. I'm not having any claim. I'm just saying that you guys had a perfect measurement, and that measurement didn't fit into the phenomenons we see every day, and those are not assumptions, anyways. Okay.
Sorry, the phenomenons are not. They have nothing to do with the measurement. It's kind of like when you're 6 foot tall. If you go down to Antarctica and you see the sun above the horizon for 24 hours, are you still 6 foot tall?
Yes, of course.
Okay, great. So the one has nothing to do with the other. So in this case, the Earth is measured to be flat. Who cares what the sun is doing? The only thing that they proved down there, if it indeed happened the way they say, is they saw a sun above the horizon for 24 hours. That's the only thing they validated. Everything else, the attachment to shape or what's going on with the surface, totally disconnected. They did take an elevation angle though, so they did some navigation and they measured the Earth as flat doing that. Thought you might appreciate that little tidbit of information.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I just say that, okay, I'm measured to be 6 foot tall, but then I cannot pass through a 5 foot door frame. I think maybe there is something wrong with my measurements, right?
Yeah, no, there's two different measurements going in there. You're talking about things that are measured. A phenomena of a sun being above the horizon for 24 hours has nothing to do with the measurement. They're not connected.
But what if
don't know what the sun is, how big it is, how far away it is? You've got no validation for anything in the sky. The only thing that you can validate is the surface that you are standing on. Everything else is outside of your reach.
Okay, I disagree. You know why? Because, for example, we don't know what electricity is in literal quantum detail.
Another false analogy.
To the things in the sky now.
But I mean, we are seeing the effects of the sun every day for
we see effects. Right? What's the cause of the phenomena?
I mean, do you think that does it even matter?
Doesn't matter now.
I mean, the effect matters, right?
What effect? What effect?
The effect.
What effect does it have on the ground?
The sunlight that reaches the Earth.
Oh my God! Would sunlight not reach a flat Earth?
I mean, no. Because if Earth was flat, the sun wouldn't even work. See what I mean?
That's ridiculous, bro. And another analogy was ridiculous as well. You said if we measure the door and then it doesn't fit in the door frame, then there's a problem with the measurements of the door. Whatever the door frame, so it doesn't change the fact that we accurately measured the door, whatever the door frame is doing, right? But you should be talking about a door frame that we can't even check. We can't even measure it. It's got nothing to do with the door whatsoever. It's just the dumbest analogy, bro. Like, you're coping at this point. And now you're saying this, what, the sun doesn't matter. Like, what are you even doing now? And this is Cogdius at its finest, Mohammed.
I mean, you guys are telling me that we have to exactly know what sun is to measure it. I'm just saying, okay, whatever it is, if it is an abomination of a head of a tiger, a tail of an eagle, or I don't know, an explosive ball, or whatever it is, we are seeing the effects that only match in a globe Earth. So I
Only
don't know.
match.
Yeah, only match. Okay.
Which effect?
I mean,
Yeah, only match. How much of a surface of a sphere by one point of light at any one time?
I'm sorry, you were talking to me?
Yeah, it doesn't matter, dude. Maybe just ignore what I just said. I mean, you say only matches a globe. I mean, that's a profound statement, dude.
Okay, I appreciate that, but please debunk me that, for example, the fact of the clockwise and counterclockwise of rotation of the stars only matches in a, for
All
example.
right, this is ridiculous. This is.
Oh, my claim is ridiculous, or
No, don't worry about him. He's just a drunk guy. Just ignore him.
All right, debunk you. Okay, how are you going to measure them? If we're going to be making predictions and models and trying to affirm what's happening on the sky based on our observation, we're going to need to take some measurements, like how high the object is above in the horizon and its change in direction. So how are we going to measure all of that?
Okay, for non-exhaustion of all these people here, let me just again ask my question. You just told me that my assumption was the dumbest thing ever. Okay, my assumption was what? That some phenomenons like the clockwise and counterclockwise of rotation of the stars in different poles only match a model which is considered to be globe. I mean, what is dumb about that? I know that you are going to say we have not measured the stars or anything, but what is dumb about my claim?
Well, I said your analogy was the dumbest thing ever. With the door and the door frame. False analogy.
Yeah, all it is essentially is you helping us, highlight the fact that this is going to be illogical. That was the thing that you started with in the first place, is let's talk about the logic. Okay, great. Let's not affirm the consequent then, right? So we're not going to say things like, if the Earth is a sphere, then I will see 24-hour lights of 24 hours worth of sunlight above the horizon in Antarctica. Oh, I see 24 hours worth of sunlight in Antarctica, therefore the Earth is a sphere. That would be affirming the consequent. That would be illogical. Same with the door. Oh, well, because the door doesn't fit, did we ever bother to think that maybe it's because the size of the door is wrong and our measurements of the door are correct?
Okay, I want to analyze my logic to you so I can reach my point. There are some questions in some tests. For example, in my country, it's called concours. I don't know what you call it. It's a passage for the university. And you are answering those questions, you have to eliminate the oh my god, the answers that do not match. Okay, do not match the question. So in this case, you eliminate three of the answers, and one remains. I mean, this is kind of the same logic. If you
The only thing that we have access to is the surface of the Earth. So to verify if it's curved or if it's flat, we require to measure it. Anything else, like the things in the sky that we don't have access to, are not going to invalidate that measurement. The thing that you're going to have to throw away are things that are opposed to your measurement. Logically speaking, of course.
I'm sorry, I'm just curious. Don't you think that globe earthers and scientists would say the same about your assumptions?
Yeah, we're going to need to measure the surface of the
What assumptions are we making?
No. He said that, for example, Mr. Jedi said that as we have measured the Earth perfectly and we have lots of evidences, all the things that matter that happen in the skies, do not validate the measurement. I'm just saying
He's correct.
this can be said. This can be said by the scientists themselves. Okay, listen my point. They would say, okay, we have satellites. With those satellites, we have, for example, I don't know, seen the Earth, measured the Earth, whatever you guys for that.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't use a hypothetical without the cowbell. So what scientists are saying that they've measured the Earth to be curving?
Yeah, with a satellite.
I beg your pardon?
Which scientists are saying that they have measured the Earth to be curving?
I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, none of them. So you aren't going to be giving us a hypothetical that's accurate. In this case, nobody's claiming that the Earth is curving. They're all measuring it flat.
No, I'm just saying that based on their, footages and stuff like that, they are
What footage?
conclusions. I don't know, with satellites, with I don't know, stuff like that.
What satellites?
The satellites NASA made, or I don't know, Space made.
I don't know of any satellites, tethered by gravity, hurling around any spheres.
Yeah, that's a claim. It's okay. I'm just saying that that would be their answer too. I mean.
Yeah.
So what they're going to do is they're going to affirm the consequent, right? So the thing that I told you about, they're going to make the same illogical conclusion that you have made. What matters more than the measurement, for crying out loud?
I mean, you're right. Measurement is the best, is the most accurate way to prove things.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that, I'm not much into math and this boring stuff, but I just say maybe, just maybe 1%, okay, there is something that is not considered in your conclusions and measures. Maybe.
It's not my conclusions. It's not my conclusions. This is the surveyors. This is the navigators. This is all the builders. They're all the ones measuring the Earth flat. The people who are making the maps, those guys are measuring the Earth flat. No one's measuring a globe anywhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
I see.
So there's no scientists that say they have Earth curve measurements, so we can just throw that out. Plus, it has nothing to do with science anyways. We're not affirming any consequence. We're just giving you the raw, straight truth and our experience. What do we experience? Let's see. Up and down are the same everywhere. Apparently, when it comes to the measurements of the Earth, we always treat our distances between points as horizontal and straight, right? I certainly don't experience the Earth moving.
Flat.
So,
short theory. Was good.
Thanks for that. Anyway, our experience plus what everybody else is measuring. So the experience is horizontal and stationary and enclosed, but that's not for today. It always gets into the minutia. And then, of course, everybody else is measuring it and treating it as flat and stationary. So why would I even care what's going on with the sun when everyone's measured the Earth to be flat and stationary?
I mean, I'm trying so hard to upload the image here. This is about the Austin guy himself. He is showing Dave a picture. Just a second. I'm so sorry. Just a second.
Yeah, we don't.
And he is saying that in like a very very distant mountain, that due to the logic of globe Earth, it must not be seen there. Okay, but there is a measurement factor he is pointing to. If I can just a second, just
Are you saying Osteen? Because this is not Joel Osteen. This is McDuffie. Different kind of shyster.
Austin, he said.
Oh, Austin. I hope that you're not trying to kind of peg some of the stuff that Austin has said onto us. Austin says things that he's going to have to answer for himself.
Yeah, I tried telling him that like an hour ago. I said, this isn't Austin. He doesn't come in here. I haven't talked to him in a few years, so.
No way. I understand that the people and the person does not represent the ideology. Okay, I understand that. But the thing is, the picture he shows, oh my God, it's so tiny. But he says, okay, at the distance of 2075 miles, observer height 9.2072 feet, target hidden height. I'm sorry, height 16 4066 foot, elevation of peak yeah, Gaspard Alps, I'm so sorry, 1200 feet. Okay, I'm sorry, but he really mentioned that with the consideration of the factors that the curvature amount, okay, that mountain must not be seen. So I'm just saying that, for example, engineers try, use some factors. For example, when trying to building long trains and stuff like that. So they consider some of the curvature angle and stuff like that. I just have a question. Why saying
Friend,
that?
why don't you give me a specific example with the measurements instead of just saying that out of hand? If you're going to make that claim, give me the measurements.
Yeah, I appreciate. I just want to clarify what you exactly mean. By measuring the curvature, you actually mean that, for example, scientists like, measure the curvature or measure the whole Earth or something. I just want to clarify your.
No, scientists don't measure any curvature. I don't have one example of it.
So for example, engineers considering curvature in building tunnels.
Great. Show me how they do it. I want to see it.
Considering curvature that they've measured, right?
I have heard that there are lots of books in engineering colleges that
great,
force the students to consider the curvature.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
awesome.
The tunnel like train would face in 3 meters in the mountain, not in the road. See what I mean?
Yeah, we understand that.
What we need from you is the practical application of all these figures. So in this case, when they surveyed the land, how much curvature did they survey and measure? And then how in the construction of the actual structure can we see that they compensated for this curvature that they measured? Can you show me that in any construction project?
Oh, you mean, for example, I go and interview the engineers and ask them to really do that?
Yeah, start there. Interview the engineers. They're going to tell you how they drew it up. And then I want you to talk to all the technicians who built the structure and how they compensated for the curvature that they were experiencing.
Oh, so you're basically saying that they actually do not consider those, like,
you don't follow
consider what they measure.
Yeah, you don't follow Earth curve when you dig tunnels either. You follow layers.
Yeah, but you would consider what you measure. So if there's a curvature to consider, it must be considered because you measured it, right?
Oh, that's a very interesting research. I'm so up into it. I will, interview some engineers, and I will ask them, do they actually consider that factors in their constructions or not? And I will hear their answers.
Like I said, you can't stop there. When they built it, how did they compensate for the curvature?
Yeah, actually get the numbers from them. Don't just let them say, yeah, and then you walk away going, see? That won't work.
I'm sorry, just for my last question, I'm just so curious. So, do you believe that in the books of engineering, the line of considering curvature is broad or not?
Is what? Proud?
No. In the books of the courses of engineering, there are lines and sections that tell the students to consider the curvature rates in their construction. Do you believe in that? That this
No,
is
they don't.
Oh, so this is
Why are
not
you
even in
making
the
up
books.
stuff, dude? Why are you making it up?
I didn't make it up.
Yeah, do you have an example of this?
I searched it from ChatGPT, you know.
Okay.
Oh. So I'm arguing with chatbot. So I should open up my chatbot that's a flat bot and let it debunk you that way.
I mean, my trusty friend ChatGPT said that. I mean, I have no fault. You know?
Okay, let's just say for the moment that there are sections in the textbooks for the engineering students that tell them to take in this earth curve for building projects and stuff into consideration. Does that mean that anybody has measured earth curve?
Doesn't?
Okay. So we're still at that spot. There's no earth curve been measured. Sounds kind of irresponsible to me for them to bring that up in an engineering book if no one's actually measured the curvature of the earth.
I mean, if we have a look at aerospace engineering textbooks, it says that for all of their calculations in the aircraft design, that they would treat the Earth as flat and stationary. I mean, I can cite that right now if you want. So there's an example where they don't assume the Earth to be a globe.
I'm so sorry. Just to understand what my duty is, my task is. So, do you say that if I go and interview those engineers and get the numbers from them, get the calculations, ask them, do they literally use factors in their construction? I mean, would that be a thing in proving like the curvature or not?
Sorry, why are you disrespecting us at this point now? Why are you being like dismissive of the things that we've told you specifically and use different terminology? Because we told you to get the measurements from the engineers, didn't we? And you decided to leave that out and say the word calculation. I could give a rat's ass about calculations. I want measurements of earth curve. Do you know any engineers that have measurements of earth curve?
That's a negative, and it's not in a book because somebody would have said, well, we have to verify what this book says. There you go.
Yeah. I mean, that was the point of the discussion because
nobody verified earth curve yet.
Yeah. Let me just finish my point. If they do not consider the curvature rate, the tunnel will end up in like
tunnels don't have a curvature rate.
No. I'm just saying.
No, they don't. There's nothing to consider when digging a tunnel. You point and shoot.
Okay.
Why all the hypotheticals?
Calculated, dude. There's no earth curve when you're digging a tunnel. I don't know where you made that shit up from. Tell your chatbot to stop lying to you. It's ruining your brain.
Or better yet, Mohammed, if you want to continue with the chatbot, ask it to give you some citations so we have some actual material to work with. Because for all you know, right, what it's citing is, for example, a textbook that is providing a hypothetical question to the students that is just using the idealized model, right?
Okay, just a question,
Can you do that for us, please?
Oh, do it fast? I'm sorry. Okay. So
I mean, follow up with your own.
Yeah. Because here, Mr. Says who just said me that you made, you're disrespecting us, and I told you to ask them to tell you about measurements, not conclusions. Okay, that's literally what he said. I understand, but the thing is, so I must ask them that they literally measured the curvature of the Earth. I mean, the tunnel engineers, would they do anything about that?
Mohammed, we want empirical evidence from anyone throughout all of history that the Earth is a globe. Okay, not calculations based off a assumed like a spherical coordinate system model like the WGS84 or something like that. We don't want that. We don't want people making claims, right? So all you're going to do is go say, oh, this other person made a claim and he's an engineer and he made a claim, blah, blah, blah. We want to see empirical evidence. Anyone throughout all of history that's validated that the surface of the Earth is curving. Okay, and all of the factors, right, to make such a claim should be taken into account. And that's your job. That's what you've got to find. Until then, you don't have any curvature, right? In fact, we have thousands of observations, laser tests, and other different types of measurements that invalidate the claim that the Earth's a globe, right? All we're getting is stories.
Just to clarify, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Just to clarify, so you are saying that there had been no measurements, or there had been measurements that you guys don't verify? Which of them? Like no.
There are zero measurements. There are zero measurements throughout all of history, right, that validate Earth curvature existing. Prove us wrong.
Okay, God damn me, I don't know why I cannot send this picture, but due to what I just said to you about Austin or whoever he is, he literally showed a picture about that due to the perspective of globe earthers and the curvature rate, that mountain must not be seen, must not be observed. He used that image to like debunk Dave, okay, as a flat earther. So there are like curvature rates, right?
Austin was trying to debunk Dave. Austin's a flat earther. Austin is a flat earther. Dave is a flat earther.
Austin is a flat earther and Dave is a globe earther, okay?
No, Dave who? Dave who?
Professor
Dave Weiss? Or Professor Dave? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah, he used this picture to debunk, to prove him the flat earth. But
No, he didn't.
Picture,
That's no. He's not showing it to prove the flat Earth, right? He's showing observations that don't match up with the globe.
I apologize. I did this mistake for the second or third time. But yeah, he trying to disprove the globe Earth. But he said that due to your perspective, Professor Dave, this mountain must not be able to be observed or seen, okay? But it is being seen, so you are wrong. Explain it to me. No mention that Professor Dave actually dodged from that question, regardless of that. But there are like curvature rates that have to be considered, okay? Am I missing something?
Yeah. So when we take these long distance observations, we're testing for the curvature rates. Like we're testing the globe. That's what the long distance observation are, right? They're testing for the curvature that would have to be there if the Earth were a globe. Okay, are there some long distance observations that aren't very good quality? Yeah, sure, there are some that probably shouldn't be used because maybe they made a mistake with the math, or maybe they made I don't know. Not all the observations are perfect. Okay, so if you want to cherry pick one that someone maybe got something wrong with in the math, then sure, go ahead. But we've got countless more, right? And you guys don't have any that validate that the Earth's a globe.
I'm so sorry for the back and forth. This is my last question. So as I said, Austin showed Dave that the target hidden height is 16,000 foot. Okay, the mountain or anything, but the elevation of peak gasping ALPS is 1,200 foot. So due to this fact, this mountain or anything must be hidden by 400. Oh my God, 400 feet. Okay, so he literally actually was considering the curvature rate to actually disapprove Professor Dave. Okay, do I make sense? Anything to you? right now?
Austin was presenting a long distance observation, and he was saying that what you could see, you shouldn't be able to see.
Yes, because of the curvature of the Earth. Okay.
Okay,
because,
and then what? What's your point?
Okay, so he was considering the rate of the curvature to disapprove Dave. Am I right?
Was Dave presenting the observation, or was Austin presenting the observation?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Yeah, Austin. Yeah.
Okay, Austin was presenting Dave an observation, and you could see something in the distance that you shouldn't be able to see if the Earth's a globe.
So there
Is that
was
right?
a rate of there was a rate of curvature. So the scientists have had some measurements about the rate of curvature. Am I right?
No. They've assumed the rate of curvature. They've assumed a radius value, and that's what we're testing, and it doesn't match up with reality. Go ahead, Sesu. Sorry, man.
I was just going to say, you covered it. It's just a claim. They can claim that the Earth is curved. Okay, no problem. Let's test the claim. Well, let's find the curve. Well, there is no curve. Okay, so the claim is found wanting. It means it's invalid. It's invalid. The claim is invalid. We've debunked it. It's over.
Oh, so it was radius value. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, thank you.
It's just a claim. It's just a number. Where'd they get the number from? Was it measured or assumed?
I mean, so can we say that there are measurements, but they do not make sense? Can we?
No, we're not saying that unless someone provides us with said measurement. The number is a claim and a claim only. It's an assumption. It's not a measurement. It's just a number. Nobody measured that radius.
I see now. I see. I understand. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it.
And that is the danger of getting in that conversation, right? So this is why some people say you shouldn't even mention the Earth curve calculator, because you're already in their world of assuming that the Earth is curved and saying, see, in the assumption that the Earth is curving, we don't see, or we do see this thing off in the distance. So now we're saying, well, why do we see the thing in the distance since the Earth is curving? In reality, we should just say, oh, I see that thing over there, I see that thing over there, I see that thing over there. Why should I even assume that the Earth is curving?
Why do we need an R at all? Unless it's
exactly,
measured, of course.
That's why we're such sticklers, right? We ask for that measurement because you can make the claim. It's like, great, you're saying that the Earth is curved. Where at? Where can I find it? I mean, I'd be happy for you to be correct. You'd make a claim, you'd show me the measurement. Awesome. But we don't have that. We have assumption. I assume the Earth is curved. Why would you assume that? You don't witness that. Is Mohammed still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Let me ask you a different question. You've been asking a lot of questions. Would you even think that you would figure out that the Earth was a sphere if someone didn't tell you that and then didn't give you all kinds of images of solar systems and planets and TV programs with the Earth as a sphere and space as this big rubber band that you can flick your starship through because you bent and warped space-time? Like, if you didn't have all that information standing on the Earth, coming back to reality, would you ever assume that the Earth is a big spinning ball?
No, I guess not.
No. And that's an honest answer. I appreciate that. And I can tell you right now, I wouldn't come up with that conclusion either. That's why it was so bizarre when I was a little kid and they were telling me about how the Earth is, and I was like, oh, this is all very interesting. I mean, these people obviously know better than me since I'm only, 5. So I just take their word for it, even though when they wanted me to draw a landscape when I was a little kid, I would draw this straight, flat horizon across the page and put a little sun in the corner above it and put waves on the ocean and a beach ball and an umbrella, because that's how I experienced the Earth. That ball, just an idea, just a concept. But they dressed it up real nice, and so everybody, I'm on a ball.
Yeah, I see what you mean, but I mean, isn't it like a bacteria roaming over a basketball? I mean, his assumption.
No, because the bacteria can measure the curvature.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what you put on whatever spherical object, baseball, basketball, I don't care. There's still going to be a measurable rate of change of slope over the distance of that object. What? Come on, dude. uh, 10 years later, and this still makes me laugh. I think it's why we hang around so much.
I want Nelson Mandela to come off mute.
Oh. Come on, Nelson.
Get out of the side chat, bro. Get in the VC. Let's talk. Mr. 12th of September, 12th of September. Let's go. Come off mute and talk in the VC, Nelson Mandela.
Oh. 21
I like the
minutes
sound of
past
that.
Yeah.
Was it Rich Evans?
It's 2025 and you don't have a mic? Gas stratification is not observed. And if you were to present an example of it, I can guarantee you it is temporary. And very environmentally specific and dependent. And I debunked your claim that the gases in the atmosphere stratify because you agreed that there's denser gases above the less dense gases. So not stratified based on density, as you claimed.
He's just ignoring you, mate.
Yeah. He better keep ignoring me.
I will say this, if gas does stratify, it'd have to be contained to do it.
Well, that's the only way that he'd be able to demonstrate it, exactly.
Gas stratifies. Why are we breathing a mix of gases? We understand that within entropic law, that's the mixing of gases. Right? They're going to mix. They don't hate each other. Oxygen doesn't like carbon. Don't go over there, lads. There's lots of carbon. Dangerous shit. Can't go over there. The gas is just going to expand through other gases. It's going to mix. This is what we observe. That's why we're breathing a mix of gases.
He's also trying to claim that gravity pulls gases down.
Wait, what?
Yeah, and that's why they're stratifying.
Wait, what?
So he's got two claims. One, stratification is based on density. Two, stratification is based on gravity, which would be weight.
Oh. He's not going to talk either way.
Right. Mr. Join this server the day his account was created. Won't VC. What a surprise.
Well, Danger alert. Well, let's not give him any more attention then. Let's see if we can.
Is that Phil Bellum?
Oof.
On a sock?
He uses a sock.
No, I think he's a little bit more composed than Phil.
We already talked about that. It's going to be Beethoven, of course. Oh, Mark's back. He wanted to talk to him. Maybe we could sign him up. Him and Matthew Learns, they could sit together on the bus. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yo, hello? Hello?
Yeah, you're back. What's up, Mark? Welcome back.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Come here for another L.
Another what?
Another L.
Another owl?
L.
L.
The letter
Oh,
L.
an L. Oh. No, dude, I'm just here to talk. Like, chill.
Yeah, okay. I'm just asking. You seem to have ulterior motives. Ego-driven ulterior motives. Okay.
I don't, man.
So why do you think the Earth is a globe then?
To be honest, I don't think about that. Like, to answer your question, I really don't think about the shape of the Earth.
You think it's solved? Is that why you don't think about it?
No, I just don't think about it at all. Like,
so where you are, it doesn't matter.
Again, it's like I don't know if this is supposed to be a
tells
gotcha.
you where you are, right? The shape of the Earth tells you where you are.
I don't think about it.
Okay.
I just don't think about flat Earth or like globe or whatever.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. Maybe you're right. I don't know.
Okay, we heard you this first 7 times. So, would the shape of the Earth tell you something about where you are?
Would it tell me about where I am?
Yeah.
What do you
mean?
mean?
The type of world you're in and what reality is about existentially.
Yeah.
What exists? Yeah. So one versus the other, right? Do you think about existential questions?
Oh yeah, definitely. Sure. Like, what does it mean to be? Right. The ontological question.
Would the figure of the Earth and where that is, would that help you figure out the answers to those existential questions?
I mean, I suppose so. Yeah.
Well, maybe you haven't answered those questions because you're missing the key component. You don't know where you are.
Well, I'm sitting outside. I mean,
oh Jesus!
Why are you being a freaking pedantic douche? I was almost just over my inner gut feeling to smash on you, and you fucking ruined it.
He's trying his best to work his little like comedy act.
I'm not trying to be comedic. You're saying where I am.
Tragic is what you're being.
Yeah, his opening gambit was like trying to not understand that you said the letter L. So, and it's just like, it's lame, dude. Like, everything he's doing is super lame, bro.
Okay.
Feeble attempt, nonetheless.
So flat versus globe, that would tell you something different, that you live in a different type of reality.
Yeah.
One reality has certain downstream consequences, and whereas an other doesn't. Because like you can't, like, a flat Earth doesn't really support an atheist worldview.
I mean, it could. Atheism has to do with whether or not you believe in God.
Yeah. So, do you have some naturalistic, materialistic version that would create a flat Earth?
I mean, I'm not a materialist, but...
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about an atheist. How can they explain a flat Earth within the materialist atheist worldview?
Because atheism doesn't have to do with flat Earth. It has to do with belief in God.
Yeah.
Like the existence of a God.
Okay.
Like, you could be an atheist and believe that flat Earth is true or whatever.
How?
I just told you, because it's
you just
two different
asserted
things.
it. You didn't tell me how. No, they're not two different things.
What do you think atheism means? Like, do you think it means like Like I don't.
Okay.
I just don't know what it has to do with atheism.
I don't know
Atheism.
if you're slow or I don't know what your issue is, bro. It's really simple. There's something called the ontological primitive.
Only God is fat enough to sit on Earth and make you
Oh,
flat.
shut up, Leaf, dude. You don't have anything to contribute, man. So something called the ontological primitive. Either reality was created or not created. Right? So you have this dichotomy. You cannot
It's
have an
kind of excluding
uncreated.
the
You
middle.
cannot have an uncreated flat Earth reality.
Right, but that's sort of excluding the middle. Like, we might want some kind of other explanation besides whether or not it was created.
Yeah, we are excluding the middle. There is no middle. The law of the excluded middle. It's a dichotomy, created or uncreated. There's no middle.
So I could say that I just don't know. I suppose I don't know what you're trying to do with the atheism
clever
thing. Like,
you can't
I
think
haven't.
of a slither the way out. That's what you can't do. There is no slithering out of this. It isn't. That's why it's called the ontological primitive. Reality is either created or not created.
So if it was not created, then it was created, right? By a disjunctive syllogism.
What the fuck, dude, are you even talking about?
You're saying it's either created or not created. If it was not created, then it was created by disjunctive syllogism.
No. If it was not created, then it was created. Make that make sense. That's a contradiction.
Do you know what a disjunctive syllogism is?
Do you know what a contradiction is?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you just used one.
How? Oh, okay.
It can't logically follow that something is created when it is uncreated. So, because those are two contradictory properties, and they can't both exist in the same thing at the same time. Okay, so reality was either created or uncreated. Okay, not uncreated as in disassembled, meaning nobody created it, meaning that it arises not from the will or any action of a conscious sentient being, but from naturalistic, materialistic processes. There's no agent creating it. Got it? Okay.
Yeah,
so
sure.
A flat Earth can't have an uncreated, no agent origin, right?
Okay.
It can only have a created origin. That's why you can't be an atheist within a flat Earth paradigm, because it can't support the ontological primitive of uncreated flat Earth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I guess I see what you mean now.
Whereas but you can have, because the Big Bang and all that is a naturalistic, materialistic paradigm, you can be an atheist within the heliocentric Big Bang globetard religion.
Okay.
And it is a religion, because it's got creation stories, and the primary claims can't be demonstrated by yourself. You have to appeal to some special people that have special powers and special rights and privileges, whereas you can't do those things. So structurally, it's identical to a religion. It just doesn't have the deity associated with it. That's the only difference. But there's a fundamental flaw in all that, which I'm not going to go into because that's way off topic.
Yeah. Okay, man.
So the point is that if you don't know where you are, so one versus the other, flat versus globe, one has downstream consequences, the other isn't. So now globe can have religion or not religion, but a flat Earth can only have one of those things.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How big is it?
Why does that matter? Bigger than a bread box.
9 inches.
The planet.
Oh.
Like how big do you think it is?
Earth isn't a planet.
Okay, whatever we're on.
This is what you laughed yesterday. So planet is a category, right?
Wait, are you not going to answer the question?
No, I want to settle. I want to make sure we're using the correct terms. Planet is a category, right?
Yes.
Is Earth in the category planet? Does it have the properties of being a planet?
Yes.
Okay. Can you give me the observables where that's true?
Yes, but I'm asking you.
Yeah, so give them.
I can see it, but that's
you can
besides
see
the
Earth
point.
as a planet. From where?
I'm on it.
And you can see Earth as a planet from being on it.
Yes.
So you see that Earth is a wandering star from being on it.
Yes.
Okay, Mark. Just stop. You're not just lying.
Wait, can I?
This is just
But you
desperation.
didn't answer my
dude.
question. How big do
Yeah,
you
this
think
is
the
just
flat Earth is?
desperation, Mark. No, I'm not answering any question. I don't answer liars' questions.
Wait, but how? If you have a theory,
I don't answer
right?
liars' questions. Now, either you retract what you said, that you see Earth as a planet from its surface, which is horseshit.
Well, of course I do.
How?
I mean, of course I see Earth from the surface.
Yeah, how do you see it as a planet?
Because I'm on it. What do you mean?
That doesn't make sense. No. Being on it does not tell us the properties of a planet that you see.
Okay.
Okay, look, okay, I can't believe that I have to make this fucking idiotically basic. Now you have.
All right, I'm just asking you a
category.
question.
No,
How
shut
big
up,
is
Mark.
the
Shut
flat
up.
Earth?
Who cares? So it's irrelevant, dude. It's a red herring.
It sounds like you don't know.
You're right. I don't know. You're correct. I do not know. And it's irrelevant.
Could you fall off of it?
No, it's not in space. There's no outer space, Mark.
What is it in?
It's not in something.
Okay, where
just
is
like
it?
the universe, just like the universe isn't inside of something, the Earth isn't inside of something.
Okay, so it's just extension?
Okay.
Like what happens when you get?
First of all, no.
If it's
first of all,
flat,
we're going.
where does it
No, we're
end?
going to do one thing at a fucking time. I hate Gish Gallop. So one thing at a time. If I say, hey, that thing, that animal over there is in the category dog, that means it's going to have certain observable properties which make me place it in that category.
Right,
If I say,
that's
shut
the
up,
genus.
shut up. So, but there's going to be
Okay.
observable properties of that thing which put it in that category, dog. Right?
Yeah.
What is the observable properties of the Earth, of you being on it, that put Earth in the category planet?
Well, it appears to be flat for one.
Did you not hear what I asked you or something? Or are you retarded?
No, you said what is it like to be on Earth? I'm telling you,
No,
it
that's
appears
not
to be
what I
flat.
said. It's nothing like what I
okay.
said.
Oh, okay. What did you say?
I said just like the dog analogy of things you have to observe to put an animal in the category dog. What things did you observe about the Earth while you're on it that let you put the Earth in the category planet?
So
the answer is none.
Okay, none.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now back to this this thing. Okay. Do you know what an embedding space is?
No.
Okay. So in mathematics or geometry, which are just idealized mental constructs, we have something called an embedding space. And inside this embedding space, it could be a Riemannian geometry, it can be a spherical geometry, it can be a freaking Euclidean geometry, which are just an arbitrary coordinate reference system. So the point is that you have a space in which objects are embedded, the embedding space. You can't measure or know the boundaries of the embedding space from within it. Okay? So we are inside the embedding space. The Earth is the space everything is embedded within, and we have to go outside it, which you can't do, to figure out its dimensions. And you can't do it because the Earth is actually not embedded within a larger space. That would be an infinite regression. Now, if you said, hey, Earth is inside some other space, okay, what's that inside of? Oh, it's inside of this other thing, metaspace. Oh, what's the metaspace inside of? Ultra metaspace. Oh, what's that inside of? Double ultra metaspace. So this is it leads to an infinite regression fallacy, which was pointed out by Zeno's paradoxes fucking 2,000 years ago. So asking me where the end of the Earth isn't in a giant vacuum of outer space. It is the embedding space. That's the only way you've ever experienced the Earth, and every other person's ever experienced the Earth. The only way anybody's ever left the Earth is in a coffin.
Okay.
That's the reality of the situation. The only way you're leaving here is in a coffin. There is
So what
no
if you go up?
outside. So when you die, where do you go outside? Do you go outside the earth? See, it becomes meaningless, right? Because you just go up. What do you mean? What happens when you go up?
What happens? Like you go up
You
far
go
enough.
up. How far?
Where do you go?
You go up.
Okay,
These are
but
your claims.
into where?
What does that mean? What do you mean to where? You go up.
Yeah. But like
you're the
to
one who
where?
thinks you can go outside the earth. Why are you asking me about your ideas?
Right.
You're like, hey, take my idea that I can go outside the earth and you
Have you been on a plane?
Yeah, I've been on a plane, yes.
Okay. So
And?
did you leave the earth?
Yes.
I thought you just said you couldn't leave the earth.
I left the terrestrial earth and I was in the air, but I was still within the earth. As in earth realm, right? So earth comes from the world earth.
What is a realm?
What is a realm? Where we live.
What is a realm?
Can't we have to define realm to you? A realm is like an environment in which you live.
So okay, you've been on an airplane. You went up into the sky.
Mark,
right?
okay, I'm bored of your attempt at an infinite regression fallacy.
I'm trying to ask you a question.
No, you're just trying an infinite regression fallacy. Just ask it. Where's the edge of the earth? Can I fall off? Do you take a picture? Dude, this is childish. It's an infinite regression fallacy. I just explained it to you.
Right. If you go up high enough, what do you see?
What do you mean? How high?
Well, like super high. Like very, very high. Like thousands and thousands of miles.
You can't do that.
Like, what would you see?
You
Why?
can't go
Why can't you do
thousands
that?
and thousands of miles
in a
above the
plane.
surface of the earth.
But you just said you went in a plane.
Planes doesn't go thousands and thousands of miles above the surface of the earth.
Yes, they do.
Planes go
How high do
thousands
they
of
go,
miles
then?
above the surface of the earth.
Yes, of course they do. How high did they go?
Say it again. Say planes go thousands of miles above the surface of the earth. Say it again.
They do.
He just said it again. I can't believe.
I'm sorry. They go thousands of feet. They go thousands of feet. But what if you went
10
thousands
miles.
of miles?
10 miles,
Thousands
dude.
of miles.
So
Yeah,
10
sure.
miles is the average plane height.
Okay. But what happens if you were to go thousands of miles above the surface of the earth? What would you see?
There's no
Just
evidence
like a
you
disc?
can do that. You're basically asking me if I went through the wardrobe into Narnia, what language does the lion
Wait, how
talk
did we
on
get
the
to
other side of the
Narnia?
door? You're asking me to speculate, dude.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no, thank
speculating.
you. I don't speculate.
You don't speculate. Why
No.
not?
Well, because that's not the purpose of this channel. It's not to speculate. Why would I
But why-
speculate?
why not,
Anyone can speculate
though?
anything.
Well, yeah, sure.
Because I'm dealing with what can be proven to be true, not what we can speculate and wonder if it is true. That is
Okay.
an endless fucking rabbit hole of fucking nonsense. What if I'm a brain in a jar? What if there's no external world? Boring.
Yeah, we sit here 24/7 for years collectively and just try to get people to understand that there's absolutely zero verifiable, testable, repeatable evidence for this globe claim that they make. So the last thing we need to do is speculate more with people who can't even accept that they don't live on a globe and that there's zero evidence that they do so. Zero legitimate evidence. So that is why we stick to the empirical.
Yeah, so we're at a state where you guys can't even determine what's not speculation. So if you can't determine what's not speculation and things you can actually prove to be true, how are you going to know if your speculation is even realistic? Whether it's legitimate speculation or if it's completely unhinged fantasy. Right? How are you even going to judge the situation? You guys don't even know how to determine what reality is. You don't know how to analyze facts and evidence. You think claims are the evidence. Like, if you don't know how to determine what's true, then what can you do from there?
Yeah, so Mark's gone on mute. Blue Jumper has lots to say in the text chat. Be cool if you come on the mic, and some other new people have come in. So if anybody's got a question, feel free to speak up.
Yeah, I don't feel like engaging with this all that much, but I'm here to listen though. I'm here to learn. I'm here to listen.
Why does your brain go to infinite or infinite? So this is a thing a lot of you guys do, and it's because you kind of like you don't realize you've been conditioned to think about reality this way. What you guys do, your brain goes to, oh, look up in the sky. I'm going to figure out what the Earth is by looking at not the Earth and looking at the things in the sky. And then I'm going to imagine that I'm also up in the sky. And I want to know if I can look back at the Earth and see it as a freaking object I can hold in my hand. You guys leave reality and go straight into fantasy land. Instead of, hey, you're on the Earth right now. Can't you tell what it is by examining the Earth that you're standing on? Why are you going into Never Never La La Land and imagining that you can go far, far away and look back at it like you're in a third-person shooter?
So what experiments do you do to confirm your hypotheses?
Oh, my gee. What did I just say to you? Why don't you just address what I just said to you? Why did your mind go to third-person shooter?
Wait, what? Just asking for the evidence, that's all.
Oh, okay. Didn't we try to show you the evidence yesterday? Didn't DJ try to show you?
Like what studies have you done? Have you been published? Or like
What would that matter? What would that matter?
Hypothesis experiment.
Oh,
What?
well, I mean, you would be making some major news if you discovered the Earth was flat, right?
Oh, yeah, that's what they're going to do. Why would I want to even be on the news?
Wait, who is they?
The people that own news companies.
Who? Like who, though?
Do you want me to name like the board of directors of CBS News, ABC News, CNN? Like what?
Well, wouldn't it be major scientific news if you found out the Earth was flat?
No. Dude, the Earth is flat is all around you. Okay? They've offered you another... Mark, there's nothing to hide. How can you hide the world that you're standing on? You were offered another story and you chose to believe it.
I mean, okay. Sure.
Is that
I guess
not
I'm
the
just
case?
wondering what experiments you've done.
What experiments I've done personally?
Experiments?
Well, yeah. I mean, you seem to really believe
First of all, these aren't experiments.
Okay.
You're using the term experiment in the very colloquial sense. Do you think, let me ask you this, Mark. Do you think the shape of the Earth is a scientific question?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, take it away, Jedi. If you want to go, or I'll go.
Maybe you could tell me why it's not?
Okay, because science deals with phenomenon.
What do you mean by phenomenon?
Things that happen.
Well, isn't that like just everything?
Existence is not a happening.
Oh, okay.
So, science deals with natural phenomenon.
Well, I mean, things do happen.
The scientific method uses the scientific method determines the cause and effect relationships of natural phenomenon. The shape of the Earth.
Mean, it doesn't just limit itself to causal effects, but like.
Oh, really?
No, of course not. It studies the mechanism behind things as well. Like the notion of causality is not necessarily
the causal mechanisms. The causal mechanisms.
Right, but causal mechanisms are something like philosophical. They're not scientific.
Yeah, tell to the scientific method.
The scientific method doesn't take in like any notion of causality.
What's an independent variable then?
That's a mathematical notion. That's not a causal notion. Oh
my Jesus fucking Christ! Yes, the independent variables show a cause and effect. Yeah, I know. Well, bro, this is literally fucking grade school shit you're bringing up, dude. Well, freshman fucking philosophy.
Okay. Have you read David Hume?
Oh, the problem of induction.
Have you?
Stop, dude.
Okay.
Stop. Name dropping and little corny fucking maneuvers, dude. I'm way, way older than you. You're talking like fucking...
I can tell that.
You're talking like philosophy 101 from like 1992. Probably before you were born, right?
A lot longer ago than that, but yeah.
Hume and the problem of induction, and Hume was refuted by Thomas Reed, okay? Refuted by Thomas Reed at his time that he was alive.
What was the refutation?
That he doesn't actually believe, he's in a performative contradiction, in that he can't even make statements, logical statements at all, without using common sense. Common sense go read Inquire into the Human Mind on the Principles of Common Sense, which was directly written as a refutation to Hume.
Okay.
Inquiry into the Human Mind on the Principles of Common Sense.
Sure.
He refuted Descartes, Malebranche, Hume, and all those clowns.
Okay.
Okay, so now that we're done with that nonsense, deflection, okay, the scientific method doesn't deal with shapes. If you go to the doctor and the doctor says, step over here. Why are you interrupting me? The doctor says, step over here, and they measure your height.
I mean, you've been interrupting me this entire time.
Yeah, great. You're just trying to fucking block what's about to happen. So
what's that?
And the doctor measures your height. Are they doing science?
Of course, yeah.
Measuring someone's height is science. How about if a carpenter measures the length of a board? Are they doing science?
It's literally empirical observation. Yeah.
Yeah, but are they doing science?
It's using geometry. Yeah, of course it is.
Using geometry. Geometry is science.
Yes.
Okay. Can you give me a geometric hypothesis? Or a natural law about geometry?
Yeah, sure. The law of symmetry.
Okay. What was the natural phenomenon observed?
Right. It doesn't have to be a natural phenomenon to be science.
Yes, it does.
Why?
The definition of science is a systematic study of the natural world and the things in it.
Well, that's just
the natural world
of science.
Not the ideal world. It's in the Oxford Dictionary, which is a fucking academic dictionary.
Which dictionary?
Oxford Dictionary.
Well, which one?
The Oxford Dictionary. Which edition?
The English one or the American one?
The English one. Dude, Oxford Dictionary is an English dictionary.
Okay, so what?
What words mean in English? Well, science means the systematic study of the natural world and the things in it. It doesn't mean
that's just
geometry.
A dictionary definition. Like, that's not going to tell you everything to know about science.
It's an academic dictionary.
Okay.
It was created by Oxford University.
Yeah, so what? I don't have to believe that.
Oh, so you get to make up your own definitions. Great. Mark the lexicon or fucking God. Where he gets to make up his own fucking words so that he can say that science and geometry are the same thing. They're not the same thing.
Sure.
They're different words. You know what STEM is? Science, technology, engineering, and math. Why don't they just call it science, 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 and science? Because technology, engineering, and math are separate from science. They're distinct. Science is systematic study of the natural world. We have other human endeavors that we have different names for. So geometry, the measuring of geometric forms in the dimensions of fucking objects, is not science. And simply measuring the properties, the geometric properties of something, is not doing science. Carpenters are not scientists. The nurse at your fucking doctor's office that's measuring your height is not a scientist. Just measuring a quantity is not doing science. Now, you're going to use those techniques in science, but doing those methods themselves are not science. So, the shape of the Earth is a geometric claim. Period. That's what it is. Earth ball. Okay, what is a ball? It has a property. has an interior. It's equidistant from the center along its surface, right? Flat does not have that property. No flat thing, or no straight thing, can be equidistant from a single point along its length.
Well, nothing
Okay?
is flat, so
Oh, God. Nothing is flat. In reality?
no, nothing.
Good.
Prove it.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fucking on the operating table and they're like, he flatlined, wake up and go, nothing is flat.
Okay.
You would not say any of the absurd things you're saying in fucking company.
Wait, what?
You would not say any of the stupid things you're saying in actual real world company. If you went to freaking,
well, we're in the real world.
If you went to a bar mitzvah or a fucking goddamn birthday party, and you're like, man, that table's flat, you wouldn't be like, nothing is flat.
Okay.
You wouldn't do that. So
Well,
stop,
sure.
dude.
Right. No, but we're scientists here, of course.
Ugh. Geometry is not science, genius.
Okay. You seem to get kind of worked up.
I'm worked up by your fucking ignorance,
calm
dude.
down. Okay. Just calm down a little bit.
I'm
Don't get
sad
too
for the
worked up.
fucking future of the world.
Well, it's okay. You won't be around much longer to...
Oh, I'm going to be around for at least another 50 years.
Oh, yeah?
My generation
Well, yeah,
hasn't even
'cause
been
you
in
haven't
charge
taken
yet.
that
You better
vaccine.
fucking wait when Gen X is in charge.
Oh, no. In
You're gonna
charge
be
of
fucking
what?
Smashing rocks. The world.
What are you going to be in charge of?
When Gen X is in charge of the world, right now the baby boomers haven't died off yet, but eventually Gen X is going to be in charge of the world, dude.
Oh, okay. What
That's how
are
it
you
works.
going
Like
to be in charge
each
of,
generation. What was that?
though? What are you going to be in charge of?
Nothing. I don't want to be in charge of anything.
Okay, good.
But for right now, all you got is you ask me for evidence, and all you're trying to do is make it impossible to be shown evidence by creating artificial hurdles and gateways so that no matter what I show you, you can go, nuh-uh. This is another fucking game gimmick. Mark, we've been doing this quite a long time. What you're attempting, your gimmicks, are played out. We've seen them thousands, not even hundreds, thousands of times. You try to create something impossible and then say, flat earthers can't do this thing.
Okay.
I can show you plenty of evidence the earth is flat. Here's a very simple one that even you can understand. Do you know what the Bolivian salt flats are?
Nope.
Okay, the Bolivian salt flat is a 40,000 square mile salt flat in Bolivia. So every once in a while, it fills up with rainwater, about 2 to 3 inches of rainwater, and forms a gigantic mirror. You following?
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Have you ever tried DMT?
Yeah. Try to focus, bro. So it forms a gigantic mirror. So the sky is reflected into this mirror. Right? People go there as like tourist attraction stuff. But the sky is reflected into this giant mirror. Now, if the earth was a ball, that water would have to be curved, and the reflection of the sky in the sky itself, like looking at them, could not possibly be symmetrical.
Okay.
In fact, it would be so unsymmetrical that if you're at an elevation of 220 feet above the surface, if you watch the sunset, the reflection of the sun would disappear before the sun itself. Because there's no path for the light to reflect off of to your eye. That point would be behind the horizon. So you wouldn't see the sunset. People do see the sunset there. Okay? People see, and the sun would get smaller, and it would appear distorted and flattened out. The reflection of the sun in the water. But none of this is observed ever. All you see is a perfect reflection of the sky. This alone, because of the law of reflection, the angle of incidence equals the angle of reflection. So this is a natural law. Because of this law, on a flat surface, it's going to reflect the reflection in that surface that reflection is going to be symmetrical with what you're looking at above the mirror.
Can I ask you a question?
No, you're going to address everything I said. That's what you're going to do afterwards.
Oh.
And then if the
All right.
surface was curved, you would not have a symmetrical reflection. But we observed a flat, symmetrical reflection.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but can I ask you a
symmetrical
question?
reflection? You've never seen a mirror before? This is why I use this, is because to dumb it down.
Oh, okay. Look, I just have a question for you. Like, what do you think the sun is? Like,
Who cares?
what
Remember what I just said about what you guys do? You try to run away to space. You're trying to run away and talk about not the Earth. Is the sun the Earth?
like what?
Is the sun the Earth?
Are you retarded?
I'm asking you, is the sun the Earth? No, are you retarded? We're talking about the shape of the Earth and you brought up the sun. Why?
We're waiting.
Do 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 do. What's ChatGPT telling you, Mark?
Help! Help!
Did he just pull a ripcord? Guess we're not going to get that answer. Mark has left the building.
So wait, that's the question he bails out on?
Do you know what the sun is? Fuck, dude, I don't, so it must be a globe. Holy shit, dude, was that easy? I could have fucking realized the Earth was a globe just when I realized I don't know what the sun is. God damn it, I've wasted 10 years of my life. I could have just appealed to my own ignorance.
He's probably done us all a favor, to be honest.
Yeah, thank God.
Let
Sorry
him go.
about that. I don't know why I talk to some of these guys. It must be fucking horrible to listen to.
No, I don't mean it like that, Indio.
Well, I mean, like, you know, it's like
Not ready to
baseball. It's
learn,
like
you know.
it sucks to watch, but it's fun to play.
Yeah, it is always more fun when you get to steer the car wreck, you know? Instead of being a passenger in the back screaming.
Yeah, well, man, I've been in passengers in some wrecks. All you can do is like brace yourself.
Yeah, pretty much.
We have a new we have Cirrus. It's new. Button Moon. Blue Jumper. Alex is something or other.
We spoken to Button Moon. He seems alright from chat.
Well, no. If you can coax him into talking, go for it.
You can hear us. Button Moon, if you want to open up, have a VC conversation with us. Feel free.
Wow, he has even got a PFP of Button. Button Moon used to be a children's TV program. 70s and the 80s. I haven't fucking seen that for years. What's up, Button Moon, man? How you doing? That's nostalgic.
Oh, that's all good then, Button. Happy to have you here. Respect to you too.